Hi guys, Andy here, and today we are playing Forget Me Not Again, that visual novel I've been playing for too damn long, and I hope to finish it soon. So let's get started. And we're gonna log back in. Alright, so the last part where we left off, we were wondering where Michael was going off, I believe. Alright guys, guess what today is? Oh shit, hang on. Okay. That's right, Research Week. An agonized sigh escaped from most of the class. Even I let out a growl. Research projects were no funny business. Not to mention Mr. Dubois liked to choose groups himself. And give me 1 second, let me make sure I hit record. Okay, I hit record. Professional. I'll probably end up with people I don't even like, or people who hate me just as much as I hate them. The chances of getting with the only 2 friends I have in this class is not so likely. I put my pencil down and grab a stack of sheets being passed down the row. It's the project guidelines and materials along with the rubric sheet. Hang on, let me move this over. Okay. If I'm lucky, maybe I'll get a group that will have as little communication as possible. Gotta cross my fingers. And I hope you're enjoying the music, because I decided to turn it on. I sign my name on the paper and look out when Mr. Dubois' voice breaks through the chatter in the classroom. I've already assigned groups beforehand, because I know you kids like that the best. What a dick. He lets out a hearty, sadistic laugh as the clerk stares at him grimly. Anyway, without further ado, I'll announce all the groups. And no, you can't change your groups. Even if I somehow agree to change them, it better be for a pretty damn good reason. Mr. Dubois begins listing people's names, but my mind drifts. For the past week or so, I've been having some troubling thoughts. To be more specific, it's about Michael. That day at the cafe. When I met him in the bathroom, something wasn't right. The situation was really suspicious. After that moment, it was like all my perceptions had been shattered. It felt like he was hiding something. Something with that coach, the vomiting, and his creepy faced out emotions. It didn't feel right at all. And all I've been thinking about recently is maybe. Could it be possible? It can't be that. Could it be I didn't even... Could it be possible? I guess. Could it be possible? I've repeated myself for the fucking third, fourth time. Is Michael taking something? Oh, maybe. I didn't jump to that. I was thinking something else. But, yeah, he might be taking a little druggy. He might be taking something. Who knows? I wouldn't go as far as drugs, but overdosing medicine? Okay. That's crazy. Even if he were taking pills, he might have anxiety or something. It's a worrisome topic. However, my main concern is something on another side of the spectrum. It has to be that man. The coach. Why else would Michael take a pill to calm him down? It has to be him. And the next groups are Roger, Evan, Emmett, and Michael. Who the fuck are those other 2 weebs? ... I look up as I notice my name being called. I completely forgot. The research project. Quickly I get myself together and realize who's in my group. And I apologize if you can hear my dogs. They are in my room on the floor sleeping, and one of them is a very loud snorer. Roger, His name sounds familiar. Once I see him, I'll probably know who he is. Then there's Evan, a timid girl who sits with us at lunch from time to time. And lastly, there's Michael. Surprisingly, I got into a group with him. Maybe this project won't be so bad after all. At least I'll have somebody I can actually work with. I swing my head to the back of the room where Michael's seat is, but strangely, he isn't in his seat, or in any seat at all. Where did Michael go? Where the fuck did Michael go? Is he absent? Or maybe he's just late. I'm sorry, that came off creepy. Well, even if he were, everyone has some days when they stay home. Me, every fucking day, because I don't do shit anymore except for work. I slink back in my seat and feel a wave of anxiety crash into me. Great. Now I have to face the group awkwardly, just as I always do. I curse under my breath. Michael's lack of presence should be for a good reason. Mr. Dubois concludes the group assignments, goes over some general directions, and in the last 15 minutes of class we were finally prompted to meet our groups. It's kind of a bullshit thing, really. I mean, wouldn't you have gone over your assignments anyway? I mean, beforehand, before you were gonna even fucking get everyone grouped. I mean, dick move. Great, this group is going to be just great. Oh, it's that asshole. The one who had that, your mama insult contest with, Sky. I hate projects. I don't even want to be here. You don't know how badly I really just want to leave right now. Fucking insane. Lips so ticked off. Eyes narrowing into a glare, I finally realized where exactly I'd met Roger. Oh, that's right. The guy who Sky's always battling with. He's a popular kid, but if only the girls knew how much he complained. I feel like saying something completely rude and sarcastic, but I've got to hold my tongue and be a good boy for the project's sake. Fuck that. I once hit somebody with a fucking chancla in a project. I don't know if that's good on me. Who else is in this group? Michael. I trail off and immediately Roger's face twists into a distorted frown. That's not a frown. You've got to be kidding me. Nope, I'm done. I'm getting out of this group. I feel like shooting myself. That's how much I really don't want to be here. Same. Now, don't say things like that. A sarcastic grin slips across my face without meaning to. Oops. Hey, don't get sassy, GBF boy. Oh my god. Ah, that's clever. Now you've gotten yourself into it. If I kill myself, you're going with me. Okay. I may have complained about the writing a few times before, but this is fucking great. This is where I enjoy it, when it's fucking stupid shit like this. This is amazing. Well then, I'm honored. Roger let out a chuckle. Ah ha 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 ha. Wow, you're a dick. Grumbling in defeat, he whips out a pencil and scribbles his name on the sheet. Yvonne, I'm sorry, I think it's Yvonne. Yvonne does the same, but she's so quiet neither of us really notices her. It's rather sad, actually. How I have a feeling she'll be the person doing most of the work. And she probably won't be doing all the work because Michael's disappeared, Roger's a dick, and I'm an asshole. So, you know. Hang on. Okay, I was checking my headphones. I wanted to make sure. I got the... Okay, this is taking me like a few minutes, but I got the Brookstone Accentware cat ear headphones because why the fuck not? Because I got paid for one of my other jobs. And I treated myself to it. I didn't spend a whole lot of money out of my own pocket. Well, if you include the other job paying me, which is my own pocket, but... You know what I mean. It didn't come out of my actual bank account that much. But other than, they're blue, and I couldn't remember I had the speakers on because I was listening to music earlier, and I wanted to bug people. And I want to continue this fucking visual novel because I really want to finish it this week. Sighing, I start reading over the project directions again and wait for the bell to finally ring. A long period of dots. Lunch is already over, and I still don't see him around. By this time, I just accept that he's absent. The day is already halfway done, and I stop by my locker to put away some of the books. As I begin to shut the locker close, I see a figure out of the corner of my eye. Is it Michael? It's someone also opening their locker, and the distance between us is familiar. It's Michael. Michael. To my surprise, it's Michael next to me. Why is he here? Oh, don't tell me he's gonna transfer out. Is he gonna transfer out? Don't tell me. I don't want to hear that. He looks startled. Oh, hey. He seems shocked to see me too, but maybe I just surprised him. I'm relieved that he's here today, but then another curiosity strikes me. Where was he anyway? Hey. Where were you this morning? Oh, look at Emmett. He's kind of happy to see his gay boyfriend. I tilt my head, awaiting his answer. Oh, I had a basketball meeting thing. Oh, a meeting. Well, in literature, we're in a group together, along with a girl named Yvonne and that guy, Roger. Oh, really? Michael smiles for a bit, then frowns slightly after. Roger, huh? He doesn't seem happy with Roger. Well, there's nothing else we can do about that, can we? But I'm glad we're in a group. Yeah. Isn't Roger that guy who hates his guts? Yeah, it fucking is. And how the fuck can you not remember that? I hope they don't get at each other's throats or anything. Well, what's wrong? Huh? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking about Roger. Roger? Yeah? Isn't he on your team too? At first I think about a project, but then I remember he's also on Michael's team. And if he's on his team, why wasn't Roger at the meeting as well? Because he was not at the fucking meeting. Michael looks a bit stunned. I didn't realize it, but I practically pointed out his contradicting statement. I'm definitely not a sports person, but I doubt that's how team meetings are supposed to work. Oh, well, it wasn't a meeting for the whole team. Bullshit! It was just for me and a few other people. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. My voice sounds a little bland, and I shut my locker and get ready to switch classes. I'm still thinking more into this than I should. You probably are. Michael was gone for a long time, and for a coach to call a meeting with just a few people, that's either suspicious or just plain unprofessional. But then again, coming from that douche of a coach, what could I expect? I look up and realize Michael looks a little defeated. Aww. I'm about to ask him if he's ready to move on when he speaks up. I know what you're thinking. Do you? Does he think I know he's a vampire? Excuse me? It wasn't... Well... I perplexedly stare at Michael. I have absolutely no idea what he's trying to say while fidgeting anxiously. He knows what I'm thinking? Does he mean that he seems suspicious? Whatever he's trying to say, it's making him even seem more suspicious. I don't say anything and stare wide-eyed as he stutters and averts the conversation away. It's nothing. Anyway, we should get going. Yeah. I promise, now feeling more worried about him after seeing his behavior. We walked to our next class together in silence. We both seem to have a lot on our minds, and we don't speak the whole way there. When the last period of the day arrives, I notice that Michael gives me a text. Ooh, texting on that Duck Charm phone. I want a Duck Charm so fucking bad. Like, I just want one. I don't have a phone that can have anything on it, I guess. But if someone wants to send me a Duck Charm, I'd be okay with that. I don't really wear bracelets anymore, though. And I'm totally drifting off, but okay. We've exchanged numbers before, but this was the first time in a while we've texted each other. The message read, "Hey, do you want to catch up? Do you want to catch me up on some of the stuff that happened in class while I was gone after school today? My house." He's going to a boy's house. I don't have anything to do today, so I might as well go. Besides, I'm curious to see what Michael's house looks like. Yeah, his house. I wonder what other guys' houses look like too. I text him back almost immediately after, agreeing to come over. I have to call my mom later on, but I'm sure she'll be fine with it. I put my cell phone away and read a book until the end of class period. Well, we're here. What kind of Sims ass music is this? I'm sorry, I've had the music turned off until like this video. Because okay, it's not that complicated, but I don't want to go into it, but yeah. But I hope this video turns out a lot better than the previous ones did. Well, we're here. Before I know it, I'm already over at Michael's house. It took about 15 minutes to walk there, about the same distance as my own house. His house was larger than I ever thought it would be. It looks new, probably built within the last 3 years, and the landscape is beautiful. Somebody in the house definitely has to constantly maintain it. Probably. I mean, it's a house. You have to maintain a house. Somehow though, I always imagined Michael to be a living alone type of person. Not to mention, I can't even fathom the image of his parents at all. His parents were murdered in a horrible train wreck because trains are fast. Holy crap, your house is big. I let out a chuckle and looked up at the house. I wasn't expecting it to be so nice. Were you expecting it to be downtrodden and shitty like your house, Emmett? Huh? Michael turns around and grunts with a displeased frown. It's not really that special. He unlocks the door without looking at his hands and lets me in. Thanks, that's very gentlemanly of you. That is a very... If I had my cursor on, I would point to whatever the fuck this is. It's on the wall, to the left, on the left side of the video. What the fuck is that? Like, what is it? Is it a fucking film reel? Aren't I always? I talk too much. I drift away from what's happening. He smiles and tilts his head to the side, then turns around to shut the door. I'm thankful he caught on to my sarcasm, but to the contrary, he usually is a gentleman. Well, want to show me around then? Let's go see his bedroom. I quickly change the subject and stare in awe at everything in the living room. I mean, it's pretty fucking ordinary. He nods and begins leading me into a room farther into the house. He's gonna murder you. Murder that. The interior is impressive, but I keep my compliments to myself for now. While I'm fascinated with the house, I can't help but wonder, where are his parents? Are they working? The house feels so hauntingly empty. I have an idea. And it's not a good idea, maybe. Over here is the kitchen, and if you go down that hallway, there's a bathroom. But we'll probably be in my room upstairs. There's a bathroom up there too. I have so much comments I want to make, but it's very inappropriate. So I'll just not say it. He lets out a sigh and we both stand around for a moment in silence. He seems tired, maybe a little irritated. Aw, baby. He was the one who invited me over, so there's not much I can feel sorry about. Either he really wants to catch up on the project or... Well, off to my room we go, I guess. He smirks and gently pushes me in the direction of the stairs. I guess, suddenly interrupted from my thoughts but cleared my throat awkwardly and quickly get myself back together. Took you long enough. We don't have all day to catch you up on things, you know. Michael raises an eyebrow mischievously and crosses his arms. That's not crossing his arms. Me holding you back. You've been pretty spacey lately, you know? Andy lately, trademark. He pats me on the shoulder and walks in front of me, leading me up the stairs. I glare at him from behind, wanting to say that he looked pretty bad himself too, but decided against it. I know he has a lot to worry about anyway, and I'm surprised he can still hold out a smile and joke around like usual. I'm tempted to ask him what's wrong, and we're alone. It's a perfect opportunity. How should I bring up the subject to Michael? Slowly weave it or ask him flat out? Weave it, ask him. Weave it, ask him. Weave it, ask him. Weave it, ask him. Let's just ask him. What good is it trying to be sly about it? There's nothing wrong with me bluntly stating that I'm worried about him. I'm sure he'll be fine with it. He better fucking be fine with it. And well, hopefully he'll tell me about what's bothering him. And what's going on. Wow, that bedroom is shitty. Or is it just me? But it's very bare. We finally reach the top of the stairs, and he opens the door on the left to present his room. I expected it to be more extravagant, but it looks like any normal teenage boy's room. And apparently you can see there's a giant teddy bear right here. A picture of Lana Del Rey on the wall. Star Trek Wars right here. And yeah, you can't see my fucking cursor. A vase he bought off Etsy right here. That's been converted into a lamp. I can't see what this is, but I'm assuming it's Kleenex. There's a couple of posters on the wall and various items scattered on his desk where a TV sits. I can even spot some sort of video game console, too. Why am I not surprised? He seems like the type of person who still has a kid in him. Michael travels to the edge of the room and pulls at a blue beanie bag chair. Seat's all yours. Nah, fuck you, I'm taking the bed. He sits on the edge of the bed, and I take a seat on the chair. Fuck that chair, get my ass on the bed. It feels a little odd since I'm practically sinking in, but a smile flashes momentarily across my face. Beanie bag chairs are pretty fun to sit on. It's been forever since I've actually sat in one. Well, we should get started on catching you up then. Michael blinks and looks taken aback, like he had completely forgotten why I came over. His shock fades to a light smirk and he nods. So serious. That's just like you, Emmett. Well, what did I miss? Did he just forget why he even invited me over? Emmett, you dumb-ass little shit. I went through a lot of trouble to get all these papers. Well, not that much. I have the project guidelines for literature. There's just 2 sheets of homework in Algebra 2. I pull out my backpack and start rummaging inside from my folder where I kept the papers. I finally find the folder and hand the sheets of paper to him. It didn't take that much time to catch him up with the lesson in algebra. He reads over the papers with a slightly unenthused face, but he listens to me when I start to tell him about the lesson. Time goes by, and I'm finished with explaining everything, so we finally have time for ourselves now. I can't believe Roger's in our group. Damn. Do you guys really hate each other that much? Well, he doesn't talk to me very much, but when he does, you can tell he's just pissed off at me for existing or something. I doubt he'd do anything serious, but he'll definitely make the group a hell of a lot more awkward. Michael heaves a sigh, and we're silent for a little while. I'm then reminded of my decision on asking him about his recent behavior. To flat out ask him what's going on. The silence is the perfect chance to ask him about it. I might as well do it now. Well, fucking go ahead and do it. Michael? Yeah? You've been a little different lately. I bite my lips silently and try to think of a better way to say what I'm trying to say. Is there something you want to talk about? You've been so distant. Are you okay? I raise my head and stare at Michael. He briefly looks at me with a blank face, then shakes his head and laughs. What are you talking about? Do I really look like I'm suffering or something? I feel fine, Emmett. He puts on a reassuring expression, but for some reason, I don't believe him. How can he still smile? I can feel it. I continue staring at him, and slowly Michael's smile fades away. What, you still don't believe me? I told you, I'm okay. So don't worry about me so much, alright? Michael flashes something of a smile at me, and I give in, just for now. I tense up and glance away, feeling slightly embarrassed. Maybe I was being a little too obsessive. Maybe there's nothing seriously wrong with Michael, and I just need to stop worrying about him so much. Why do I worry about him so much anyway? I heave a sigh and take a seat on the bed next to Michael. Sorry, guess I kinda overreacted. It's alright. Are we gonna have a Life is Strange moment? I sit on the bed, look out the window pondering. I remember the day we were on the beach and I asked Michael about his sexuality. I know he didn't really specify what he was, but I don't think he's straight. I'm curious if he's been in any relationships. I don't really know why, but I really want to know. I want to know more about Michael. And now that we're alone again, there's another opportunity for me to just talk to him. I turn back to Michael, and he's lying down on the bed, playing with his bracelets. Hey, Michael. He looks up at me and blinks. What's up? I tense up again. I don't really want to ask anymore. I go up a little and try to act as casual as possible. Have you ever had a girlfriend? A girlfriend? He looks away and seems to be thinking about it. When he turns back to look at me, he frowns a little. Not really, to be honest. I guess there were one or two girls where we both had feelings for each other, but we were never official or anything. Oh, well, what about now? Isn't there somebody you like? I stare at Mike and he seems to blush a little. I knew sooner or later he'd open up to me about these kinds of questions. Well, I guess so. Oh, look at he's blushing. Yeah. I smile a little and can't help but wonder who this person is. But I don't want to pressure him about it. Fuck that, I want to pressure him. You should tell them how you feel. Even if they don't feel the same way, at least you let them know of your feelings. You'll regret it eventually if you never say anything. As soon as I stop talking, I realize how long I just went on for, and immediately feel bad about it. I peer over at Michael, who sighs a little. I wish it were that simple. Besides, I don't think it matters whether they know or not. I scratch the back of my head and laugh hesitantly. Well, it's your decision. I trail off and Michael turns to me and smiles. Since when have you been the relationship girl? As far as I know, you're not really the type to be into that stuff. Haha, well, I don't know. Sky has a lot of friends who have relationship problems, so I guess she blasts to me sometimes. I guess I picked it up from her? Do you really think I should? Should what? Tell the person that I like them. The music just stopped. Michael's now sitting upright, almost hugging his knees. He looks kind of uncomfortable. Like talking about the person he has a crush on is something he's never really done. I can't help but smile a little. Maybe, is this the reason why Michael's been acting weird lately? That might be. I wonder, who could this person be? I'm a little jealous that they could make Michael look this flustered. I think you should go for it. I mean, come on, you're really popular and good looking. I don't see why you'd be scared to tell them. When I glance back up at Michael, he's gazing at me with a complex expression. There we go. It's like he's concentrating on something, or like he's trying to tell me something serious. Before I open my mouth to ask him what's wrong, he's moved closer to me and puts a hand on my shoulder. For some reason, I can't say anything. My heart is beating rapidly. As his face draws nearer, my mind goes practically blank. Emmett, you think I should confess, right? He stares at me like he's searching for some kind of approval, so I nod faintly. He gulps hard, bringing his hand out to his face for a moment before brushing his hair away nervously. This isn't... What do you think is happening, is it? Well, it better be fucking happening, because Jesus Christ, I've been playing this game for like an hour and a half? I don't know. The person I like. I've grown to like you, Emmett. Oh my god! As I watch Michael silently, trying to process what he just said, he draws even closer. At the blink of an eye, I feel something brush against my lips. By the time he stopped, I realized that he's kissing me. But his hands quickly withdraw and stop touching me. He looks away hesitantly, but I still continue watching him. It's then when it hits me. All this time, Michael has had feelings for me. It finally makes sense now. Maybe his feelings weren't there from the beginning, but like you said, he's grown to like me. How could I have been so ignorant? How could I have been so stupid not to have seen it? When I finally get a hold of myself, I glance over at Michael, but he seems dejected. I'm disgusting, Right. I'm sorry. Really, I am. Believe me. I mean, you don't have to talk to me anymore if you want. I touched my lips. I touched my lips just briefly before looking at Michael again, who's glancing away with a pained expression. Gazing down at the floor for a moment, I go over what's happened up till now. He thinks he's disgusting? The kiss was a little uncalled for, but it's not disgusting to like someone. He can't help it. And I don't know why, but I felt almost disappointed that he stopped. My heart's racing as I look up to Michael, who seems flustered and distraught. It's like I'm thrilled to have brought out this new side of him. He's always had the tendency to act anxious or embarrassed, but he looks like he's going crazy. Maybe I'm flattered that he likes me, but some part of me feels like I'm a little too into it. I kinda like this. If there's anyone disgusting, it's me for not taking his feelings more sincerely and to heart. While I'm caught up in my thoughts, it suddenly hits me. Michael must have been waiting for some kind of answer, and he'll brush it aside and never talk about it again if I act like I'm not responding. I start to dive into my feelings, wondering if I feel the same way too. But it's too sudden to give a concrete answer right now. No, it's not! Though, there was that kiss. My hands suddenly move on their own, grabbing onto Michael's sleeve. I gaze into his face. I don't mind, Michael. I want to continue. Don't force yourself to do this. I'm not. Honest. We stare into each other's eyes for a long time, speaking wordlessly. Michael slowly reaches over to run his hand through my hair. Before leaning in, he gulps. Are you sure, Emmett? Is it really okay to... Michael furrows his eyebrows together, looking doubtful. I nod slowly and clearly. I decided a while ago that this was something I wanted to try. Yeah. Are you sure? His voice is much more strict now, and I can see him gripping the sheets just a little bit tighter. I'm sure, Michael. I laugh a little to lighten the mood, and place my hand over his clenched fist. It grows warmer to the touch. I don't know why he's looking so nervous. It's not like we're going to go all the way anyway. He lets out a strained breath and swallows anxiously. Alright. With a hesitant hand, he pushes me backwards gently, letting me rest on the bed frame. I was not expecting this at all. We stay in our positions for a moment, letting the silence fall between us. I glance and decide to finally say something. And I have something perfectly planned. I'm going to put it right here. And I shall see it right about now.
Peso! Kiss! Kiss! Peso!
Sorry. I don't know what to do. It's okay. I'll start things out. Michael replies with a hush whisper and moves in closer to me. He rests his head between my neck and shoulder while our hands are still touching. I start to feel a little nervous. Not nervous enough to want to stop, but nervous about how things are going to go. I've never done this before, and now that we're doing this, wouldn't this change our friendship? Suddenly, before I have time to think, I feel Michael's breath close to my skin. He starts kissing the side of the neck. It's gentle, but it feels almost like he's rushing it, because he's a teenage boy. His hands feel like they're shaking a little bit too, because he's a teenage boy. Maybe Michael's nervous about this as well. Almost instinctively, my free hand reaches over to grab his back. I hesitate, but decide to leave it there. I just feel safer being able to hold on to him. As I cling on to him, I let out slow breaths to calm myself down. Closing my eyes, I try to consider how I'm feeling about this, and about Michael. In one slow movement, Michael leans in and kisses me on the lips once, gently. I grip onto him more tightly, and his nervousness seems to have gone away. Michael kisses me again, and then once more. He pulls away, and I open my eyes to see him looking worried, like he wants to say something. I can't take this anymore. It's now I decide. This is what I want, for sure. I don't know where it's going to take our friendship, but I think I really like Michael more than I would just a friend. And if it were purely friendship, why would I be experimenting with him like this? I sigh, close my eyes once more, and lean into Michael, letting my body move on its own. That looks awkward. I tilt my head up to his, and our lips meet. Why the fuck do I keep doing that? At first, his body jolts in surprise, but he soon relaxes and kisses me back. We stay like this for a while, our mouths touching, barely stopping to breathe. I'm not gonna lie, that kinda does look like me from the side if I let my hair grow out that long. Suddenly, a sound jerks us out of the moment. Oh my god, that is loud! Stop that! I sigh and we pull away silently. I didn't even want to read that. That sound was annoying. The ringtone soon comes to a stop, but without a doubt I know it's my mom and I'll have to call her back. Michael looks at me, as if asking me what I'm going to do. I sit up. Well, I think that was my mom. Oh. We both trail off and look in opposite directions. I don't think any conversation could feel more awkward. Are you going to call her back? I swing my legs over the bed to stand up and shrug. She probably wants me home, I guess. Right. Well, it's getting kind of late. It's irritated. You want me to walk you out? Alright. Michael gets up from the bed and we walk down the stairs together, silently. I'm so embarrassed I can't bring myself to look at him. Why are you embarrassed? Shit like that happens. I once caught a friend who was having sex with her boyfriend, and we kind of had a casual conversation while she was getting plowed. The sudden phone call from Mom pretty much snapped me back into reality, and I kind of wish the moment between Michael and I lasted longer. When we exit the house, the sky is pretty bright, and I'm a little irritated I have to go home so early. I turn around and smile a little at Michael. He looks kind of calm, and surprisingly normal. Ah, that's my jam! Maybe I'm the one overthinking things here. Well, thanks for having me over. Yeah, thanks for all the class stuff. Not really looking forward to actually doing it, though. No problem. Well, thanks for... I trail off and stop. What else am I trying to thank him for? For getting that, precious cinnamon rolls lips on your face. Suddenly I think of the Kiss and Glass Away coffee. I mean, you just make sure you do the class stuff. Right. Michael glances at me confusedly, but nods. We'll talk to you later. Talk to you later, Emmett. Yeah, see ya. They look so happy! I wave with a smile and make my way out of his yard. I get slight chills after Michael said my name, but I can't be sure if it was in a bad way. It was not in a bad way, I can guarantee you that. Sighing and feeling a little hopeless about everything that happened, I decided to get it off my mind by listening to the voicemail my mother left. It was short, but she sounded angry and said she wanted me home. As I continued walking, I started to wonder why my mother would call so early. It's only 5:30, and she hardly ever cares so much where I go as long as I don't stay out too late. It can only mean one thing. My father. She probably wants me to talk with him. It's been ages since he called. Well, fuck him! Well, it's not my problem. I really could care less if he wants to talk to me. I continue home, trying to get the thought of having to talk to my father out of my head. ... 15 minutes go before I finally arrive home. Okay, so this is where I'm going to end this episode, because it's like been 45 minutes. Oh my god, I've been waiting for this moment for so fucking long. And I'm finally happy it happened. But Jesus Christ, that was so fucking cute. Let me save it properly. That was so fucking cute. I enjoyed that. I've been waiting for that for so fucking long. I was waiting for that little gay kiss to happen. Oh, that was so cute. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Yeah, I loved it. I'll see you all in the next video. I hope you have fun. I hope you have fun. Have fun, be safe, and remember to enjoy yourself, because life is fun for all of us right now, because we just saw two gay boys kiss on a visual novel. Yeah. Until then, bye everybody.
Just like a star across my sky, just like an angel off the page, you have appeared to my